I've been looking at, in terms of your writing, is the unacknowledged legislation, that wonderful collection of essays. And you talk a little bit about the line itself, which of course is taken from Shelley, and we wouldn't even know that if it weren't for Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley, 18 years, publishing it, getting it in print after his death. It seems to me that both you and someone share a certain conviction that the best writing, as you put it, moves around the furniture in one's mind. And you talk about the war poems. Wilfred Owen did this for you quite early on and made you question everything you thought about order and patriotism and tradition. So
more like turning over all the cargo in your hold.
In your hold.
Than just moving the furniture.
Right.
Anyone can survive a
furniture move.
It's when you feel the cargo shifting in your interior that you feel, oh boy, that was a real exposure to literature I just had.
So is there anyone, I mean, I know you've taught at the New School, you've taught at Berkeley, and you've worked with students, and is there anyone writing today who you would suggest for young readers here who might have had the same effect on these readers as Owen did for you?
Well, I think they should read Wilfred Owen. And in particular, they should read Dulce et Decorum est, the poem that first arrested me, which became part of the basis for Benjamin Britten's War Requiem. There's no reason not to read that. I mean, the First World War was as remote to me as it probably is to anyone here when I read it. It will always be not something outside my generation experience. But if you don't know what happened in the First World War, you don't know why we are still in the crisis of civilization to which it led, which is still going on. And the poetry of that war is the especially sensitive register of what a tragedy it was. I can, in fact, recite Dulce et Decorum est, but I don't know if we have time. The problem is that I still usually can't do it without becoming slightly moist, which might be embarrassing all round.
But it's absolutely up to
anyone
you.
All right, I will do it.
I think you should.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay. You have to picture the trenches and in the Western Front, and a young lieutenant from the Midlands. This is bent double, like old beggars under sacks, knock-kneed, coughing like hags. We cursed through sludge, till on the haunting flares we turned our backs and towards our distant rests began to trudge. Men marched asleep. Many had lost their boots, but limped on, blood-shod. All went lame, all blind, drunk with fatigue, deaf, even to the hoots of tired, outstripped 5/9s that dropped behind. Gas. Gas. Quick boys. An ecstasy of fumbling, fitting the clumsy helmets just in time. But someone there was shouting out and stumbling and floundering like a man in fire or lime, deep through the dark green panes and thin green light, as under a green sea, I watched him drowning. In all my dreams, before my helpless sight, he plunges at me, guttering, choking, drowning. If, in some smothering dream, you too could pace behind the wagon that we flung him in and watch the white eyes writhing in his face, his hanging face, like a devil's, sick of sin. If you could hear, at every jolt, the blood come gargling from the froth-corrupted lungs, obscene as cancer, bitter as the cud of vile, incurable sores on innocent tongues, my friend, you would not say, with such high zest, to children, ardent for some desperate glory, that old lie, Dulce et Decorum est, pro patria mori.
Thank you.
So.